It's Dan, Nancy Dan Travel. By the sound of the music, you probably know where I am, but do you? I am on the third floor observation area at the new Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. And I'm here today because I am going to do a room tour. This is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be a room tour of one of the Duo Studio units, Resort View. It is a very unique room, and especially for seniors or older adults, you're going to watch this video in its entirety because it has some surprises. And I've been on 2 travel agent tours, and I'm still surprised once I actually arrived, and that's why I'm staying here personally, to see how it's going to work for seniors and older adults. Now, this is a great area and the prime viewing spot for tonight's fireworks spectacular over at Cinderella's Castle. You can see it right there. There's Polly, of course. There's the wedding chapel at Polly. There's Tron. You can maybe see a monorail moving there by Tron. There's Spaceship Earth. There's Bay Lake Tower. And there's a contemporary. And here is the rest of Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. So let's go and start this room tour for adults and seniors. Okay, we are in a Duo Studio, the one with no bed, only a Murphy bed. It's a Resort View, and it is number 8319. 8319. There it is there. Here's my magic band. And let's see it. And again, try to go through all the details slowly for you, because this, once you actually stay in a place, you learn more about it than when you are just visiting, say on a travel agent tour. All right, so we enter the room, and I'm going to go immediately to my left. Hello, here is the sink. It's a single sink. There's the on-off switch for the mirrors. Let me do that again and I'm learning these as I go. This is not rehearsed, just so you know. Okay, you can see I've already got my travel suitcase down there. So no drawers, there are shelves. Again, there is no bed. Very quickly, where'd the bed go? Again, it's a Murphy bed. We'll pull that down shortly. Now, let's look at the bathroom. First, again, slider or pocket door, which is great. Again, love the theming. It is not, in my opinion, the theming that blends in very easily with Disney's Polynesian Village Resort theming, which, as we know, is orange and dark brown. And they made a conscious decision to have this stand out. So, in the bathroom, there's the toilet, standard height, toilet paper holder, 2 hooks there, 2 bath towels, floor mat, and then here is the shower. No bathtub, just a shower, and that lip there, it's going to be, I'm going to say, about 5 to 6 inches, between 4 and 6 inches high. So a step-in shower. Then you've got the bath products there. Both a rainforest shower and a shower head there, handheld. And known as the studio I was just at Disney's Beach Club Villas, this shower style does have its own ceiling light. All right, these close very easily, very nice. And that's it for the shower toilet combination. Again, your sink will be over here. And yes, down there is the hair dryer. Okay, let's continue. For here, yes, we've got a tabletop. We'll get to that in a minute, but notice this fellow. That's for ventilation, because the other side is the mini fridge or cooler. Now here is the closet. And Nancy and I have been in most DVC properties, usually studios or one bedroom, occasionally two bedroom, but I've never encountered this. What is this? Let me show you. So yes, when you open it, the light goes on. We have seen that in some of the newer DVC Disney Vacation Club units, for example, over at Riviera. There's the safe. It's a good size safe for a laptop, large laptop, tablet. There's the steam iron. And we've seen this over at Riviera when you open the closet door, the light goes on automatically, which is great. Yes, there's one of my backpacks. Good size, really good size safe. And a steam iron. Now, what do I mean by I've never seen this before? Let me, and again, I'm pretty close here, but it's a small area. Let me slowly close. Pay attention to this door. Self-closing. Did you see that? We'll do it again on this side. So here is the other side. So again, hangers, there. Table for your suitcase if you want, laundry basket, that one of those collapsible types. Again, let me slowly close it. And we'll try it about here. Yeah, that one needed a little help. All right, but that's pretty cool and great that it lit up. Staying on the left-hand side, you have what I would consider a large dresser. Again, especially for a tiny room, a large dresser. This is great. Both from there's a lot of tabletop area to place things, plus good sized drawers. Very deep. And so you got 6 of them. So for a small room, it has a lot of storage. Excellent. What's missing? This is the first time I can remember staying at any Disney Vacation Club unit over at Vero Beach or at Disney World or Disneyland where there are no electrical outlets at all. So you're not going to be charging, unless they're hidden under here. Nope, you're not going to be charging your electrical appliances, your smartphone, tablet, laptop, here. So there's a pair of electrical outlets. Yes, there's another backpack of mine. But if your cord is long enough, you could rest electrical appliances there. Or on either of these two. Now, these both move. This one just has standard legs. This one is on wheels. It's larger, it makes it easier to move. That's pretty cool. Now, what's going by? There's a monorail, 2 monorails. We'll see that in just a minute. Now over to this side. So there's no cushions on the couch. Usually there are. Surprised there's no cushions here. There's a beautiful Polynesian-like art piece. You can call it a painting, call it print. Print there for the Murphy bed. Before I pull that down, a couple of things. So there's a lamp there, and there's its on-off switch. Here's another pair of electrical outlets. There is one USB, one USB-C outlet, and I'm using one. This is, again, the first new or recently, in the past couple of years, refurbished Disney Vacation Club unit where there is not a plethora, that's my big boy word of the day, there is not a plethora of UBC outlets. Here there's one UBC, one USB, and one USB-C outlets. So if you're staying in one of these, you have to remember to bring one of your 3-prong electrical outlets to plug into either these two if you have several different electronic devices that you want to charge. Failing to bring it might mean you might not be able to charge all of them. at the same time, unless you know, order from Amazon or something to have them sent to your room. But those are the only one USB and one USB-C outlet I could find. Good sized mirror. Again, I'll pull down the Murphy bed in just a minute. So here's the kitchenette area. Again, no sink. Why? It's over there. And we'll just open up all of the cabinets here. Ice bucket. I can't even reach that, so I'm not even going to bother to try and figure out what's inside there. Nice thing here, even though it's a duo studio, it's not paper plates. It's not paper cups. It's real china. There's real coffee mugs, glasses. There's the toaster, so that's great. Coffee maker. Well, you can see what type of coffee maker. Keurig for K-Cup. And there's your supplies. Interesting, there's no sink here, yet that's where they have the dish soap, if you want to use it, and the sponge, and the hand towel. Here where there's no sink. All right, continuing. Quickly showing you the drawers. There's lots of storage. There's the forks, big spoons, knife, wine opener, can opener. And then here, totally empty, more storage for you, so that's great. And here, the waste bins. Okay. And then lastly over here, is it a mini fridge? Is it a cooler? Let's find out with the hand test. I would be candid and could tell you it's more of a cooler. But they do have instructions here on how to increase the temperature. See if I get a chance to do that. Here, just for one night. Go ahead and close that. All right, you ready for the big reveal? Before I pull down the Murphy bed, I just want to draw your attention to this something. There's one armrest on the chair. I'm thinking, what is he doing? I have a reason for that. Then over here, here's the armrest. The other side. See, I can just open this a little bit more, get a bit more light. Nope, that's as far as the curtain's gonna go. All right, so I am going to pull down the Murphy bed with one hand, while the other hand holds the camera. Here we go. You can see the mechanism there. That out of the way. Thank you. I didn't even know that moved. That's great. I like that. It moves. Okay. Just thinking for moving stuff around. All right. So here's the Murphy bed. Another beautiful, this one's nighttime image. Beautiful. And you got the pillows that were up there. I'll get those down a bit. Okay, let's think about things for a second. If you're in bed, say this side. Where is your nightstand? Well, nothing here. You could, and I'll probably do this tonight, I'll move one of these guys over to be my nightstand here, because I want somewhere to put my glasses, my smartphone. Again, electrical outlet, but I don't have one of those three-pronged plugs, so I won't be charging my stuff there. So light strip under there, that's where you turn it on, but from that side of the bed. No such light strip this side of the bed. Let me go way over there. Now you see why I was thrilled that this ottoman moves. Because if you're on this side of the bed, how in the Sam Houston are you going to get out if these things are not movable? Like you're trapped. You got to roll over to that side of the bed. Even though you're going to have to shimmy down to put your legs over here to get out of the bed. Because this guy, he is not moving. All right, so let me push this piece. It's not on rollers, just so you know. Can this move? Nope. So the end of this couch, this part of the couch, is the same as that armrest there. So regardless of which side you sleep, you're going to have a little bit of an issue, and not a big issue, just to be aware of. I put that part of the couch back together, and just so you can see how easy or not it is, let me pull up the Murphy bed with one hand while I'm holding the camera. There we go. So I did it. I'm 67, not in the best shape, but not in bad shape. You may or may not need assistance to pull that down and then bring it back up. All right. So I have no idea, as I said, I'm in this room for the first time, like you. Here's a drawstring. Let me pull that. So again, I have a resort view. Disney used to call these standard views. All the resorts now, they're called resort views. So how do I open this? I'm gonna pull. Oh, there it is. I was wondering. It's kind of dark, but here's a locking mechanism there and another one there. So there are two locking mechanisms. Okay. So this is your resort view. Yes, resort highway view. But what I will say, again, I've criticized these duo studios already, as you've seen here, but the big plus is this is a huge balcony. It is at least 3 times, if not 4 times the size of the balcony at the beach club. It's massive, very long. It's at least 3 times as long, and it's double the width. So that's really cool. And then if you stay here long enough, you're gonna get to see the monorails come by. Both the express monorail with only 2 stops, Ticket and Transportation Center, and Magic Kingdom. And then the resort monorail that's stopping at Poly, Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, and Disney's Contemporary Resort, including Bay Lake Tower, Magic Kingdom, and the Ticket and Transportation Center. One will go one way, one will go the other way. It's a good thing they're pretty quiet. Because otherwise, you know, you're right there. So from inside, you're right there. Now, I will say, no screen. So you're gonna be having to decide, do you want the sliding door open with no screen protection to keep the flies and mosquitoes out? I don't know. I probably would not. But let me go ahead and close that. These doors are very heavy. Intentionally, I believe, to keep down the noise of the monorails when they pass. Okay. So there you have the detailed review, first blush, of the Duo Studio Resort View here at the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. There's one monorail. There we go. I knew I'd get that. Now, we are also going to do, it'll probably drop in a few days, our seniors checklist review of this same Duo Studio to see how it meets the needs of seniors with their top 30 most commonly requested items from the over 91,000 members of the Disney for Seniors Facebook group. So subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you will find that. Be notified when it drops for you. Here's another 2 videos, travel videos, from our Nancy and Dan Travel to Disney YouTube channel. Thanks for very much for watching. We'll see you next time.